Yeah, live from the Progressive Auto Sales Arena here again. Hello, Sting fans. An exciting game happening here right now. It is now 2-2. The exciting part was Jordan Kyrou finally stepped in and said hello, and moments later, Kitchener just jumping in there again, tying things up. And I know the Sarnia Sting are playing really hard. They're doing well. There are a couple of missed opportunities, but I think they're really trying to send a message there to say we got to win this one. Let these guys know that come playoff time we can take them. Jake Chersky, thanks for being here. What are you seeing out there, buddy?
Well, thanks for having me. But yeah, I'm seeing the exact same thing. They haven't taken their typical 4 or 5 minutes off that we referred to at the early part of the show. You know what? They're playing hard. They're getting lots of shots on net. They're throwing the pucks. They're trying to hit the goalie, play some rebounds and whatnot. So I think that's going to be a key thing for them to pull out a victory here tonight. Kitchener's a big, strong team.
Yep.
I think if Sarnia can maybe get a little more physical with them, just to get under their skin a little bit, and I think our talent will overcome.
Yeah, I mean there is lots of we're seeing lots of aggression going on out there. Yeah. And I think it seems like they're trying to get under our skin. I think there's a little poking, a little bit of arrogance going on there with Kitchener. Would you say? Yeah,
there's a lot of. You can even see it within the players. You can see that they're chirping back and forth and whatnot. And, there's being a lot of things are being said on the ice that obviously we're not privy to. But
can we put microphones on these guys?
I would love to, but I mean. We could run it through your show, but probably not.
Probably wouldn't be back on the air.
Yeah, yeah. But no, it's an exciting game down here, and like I said, they put in a full 40 minutes. The shots are where it should be. I've always said if they can, any team can average around 10 shots a period, and they're at I'm seeing 22 and 20. Yeah. So I think that's a good thing, and I think we're in for a heck of a third period.
Yeah. We saw what we thought was a goal, just like about under a minute left, and I missed it. I just happened to walk away to come over here. You were watching it. What happened out there? We thought it was a goal, but it wasn't.
Well, first and foremost, I was watching because I was doing my job, David, making sure no one got injured, walking up the stairs. But secondly, I think they're still going to go upstairs, I think, and check to see if it was a goal or not.
Did you see it actually?
I didn't see a cross. I didn't see a cross, but mind you, I didn't hear the pipe either, and it came off. Pretty far as rebound goes, and I mean, unless it hit it just flush right on the corner. I need glasses, so I didn't really see it, to be honest. But I saw the reaction of it all, and. I guess we'll see in a second. When we come back.
Sounded like the crowd was disappointed, which I guess they would be.
They're always disappointed.
They want the goal. We could be winning 12-0. Somebody's disappointed somewhere, right?
Why couldn't it have been 13? Yeah, absolutely.
Right. What are you thinking? What are you seeing with Justin Fazio there? I mean, the last goal, the second goal that went in with the Rangers, there was a long pass. Their guy was really far down into our end. It was almost kind of questionable, wasn't it? Was he too far down, or?
Yeah, no. He got out of the penalty box late, which created a breakaway. You know what? Justin's been playing great tonight and all year. It's just one of those things. He got beat on a deke, and he went 5-hole, kept it on the ice, and through his legs it goes, and they tie it up. But I think we're going to be able to bounce back. Like I said, there's no reason for them to be deflated at all right now. They're playing well. They're playing tough. They're not really getting in a whole lot of the little bickering and the chirping as much, and they're doing things. Obviously, I mean, Elliott went out with a 10-minute misconduct for whatever that is.
A bunch of things.
Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
after the whistle went or something.
Yeah. So and then their player followed suit with the same thing. So the refs are trying to put a cap on it, but. I mean, I've never been a big fan of blaming the refs, but they have missed a few calls.
Right.
And when you start missing calls, the other team starts to take that personally, and then it escalates. The snowballs
really
from there.
It really gets up here, doesn't it?
No, absolutely, it totally does.
Let's talk about refereeing. And we're not here to. Everybody's always got something to say about a ref. But I mean, do you think that the referees have a lot to do? Or anything to do with setting the pace of the game sometimes?
I think not the refs, but the way they officiate.
Right.
Because I don't think any. I know a few officials and whatnot, and I don't think officials go out of their way to do anything obviously malicious. They can't. But I think it's just, when they call something or the inconsistencies of they make a call and then they didn't make a call there, and for example, even at this game, at the end of the first period, they're one of the Kitchener players, he ended up shooting the puck after the horn, after the whistle, to shot it in the net. Well, that's just a no-no in hockey. You just don't do that. It's just one of those things. You don't do it. So our guys challenged them verbally, little push and shoving happened. The next thing you know, we get the penalty for it. And it's just like, okay, well, hang on a sec. If he didn't do that, so the ref should have called that and then just and said it. I mean, they're vocal and they're verbal out there, and it's just like, hey guys, I'm only taking one. I'm only taking one. And if you want to include yourself, then include yourself. But I'm only taking one. Yeah, okay. And they got to say that. Hey, they gotta be able to say that. Yeah. And that will dictate, how they're going to ref the game, and that'll dictate how the boys take it. If he knows that they're only going to take one guy, then don't get into it. Don't get in the mix. Just let him call the game and let him do his thing. Like, ideally at the end of the day, the refs don't even want to be noticed in a game. But when they start missing calls and whatnot, they get noticed very quickly.
But I guess we have to give them that. I've said it before too. There's a human factor going on out there. I mean, we're human. We make mistakes. We only have eyes in the front of our head. We can't be everywhere. That's right. I mean, there's certainly lots of different opinions about refereeing. Thankless job for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
And gotta know that going into. You got a lot of friends around.
I do. I'm popular.
Are you feeding a lot of these people lately? For those who don't know, Jake has Philly Cheese Jakes over at
988 Confederation Street.
That's right. I knew it was a 9.
Yeah, there it is.
I try to get in there once a week.
You do.
I can't get in there much more than that because
I want to keep you lean. Yeah. At the end of the day, we want to keep you lean. And
one of the things I always like about coming here, your food is awesome, and I'm really saying that. He didn't pay me $20 later, but seriously, it's really good. And I think one of the great things about your place is there's always conversation in there. It's like. Yeah. It's like when I go to a coffee shop, I always like good conversation. Yeah, I should say, I like to say we because I want to take credit solely for myself, but we try to make it like that. When I opened up, it was just one of those things that I wanted to have that old Southern barbershop type, where, if you come in a little bit of a gloom, you're going to leave with the smiley face, full belly. And thanks for coming by, and we'll kick the negativity out of you. Yeah, that's right. And just share stories and that. And I get a lot of them. It happens all the time, and I'm fortunate to know lots of people that I usually run into somebody I know in there. And you've seen them. We sat around with some people, had some conversations about politics to sports to we've saved the world a couple of times. Yeah, that one time I remember that one time, and all that stuff, and talk about what's going on in our city. Yeah. Whew, Jake saved the world. We saved it. We didn't even know it was ending. That's because he stopped it. 007 Jake. Yeah. But you've been going on. Let's talk about your business a little bit because you should be proud of the fact you're coming up on 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. 5 years. It just kind of. It seems fast for a few more people than myself, maybe. Yeah. It's been a lot of hard work, but you know what? Sure. I still wake up every day. I still want to go to work, and most people know if you own your own business, especially in the restaurant world, it owns you, really. It does own you, and hats off to the people that are close to me that they put up with my long hours and whatnot, because with also doing Sarnia Imperial stuff, with also helping out here. Guy. I try to get out in the community as much as I can, and I think it's just what we should do. I don't do it for any praise or glory. I do it because that's how it should be done, and that's how us as humans should be in our community. Everyone should help a little bit. So, and that's great. So get on down to Jake's sometime and check it out for lunch or supper. You open usually till 7 o'clock, unless it's Sting game night. Then he closes a half an hour early. Yes, I do. I do, and Monday to Friday, 11 to 7 is generally when we're there, and then just try to make everybody happy, as many people as we can. Yeah. And I know you get out, or you used to get out. It's kind of sad now the station's closed, but you were down there as well, and you're downtown Sarnia once in a while with your tent, I think. Yeah, we're down on the corner of Wellington and Front. Yeah. And we're just
doing our thing, and all my regulars are still driving by. The cabbies come by. The good thing about that is after 11 o'clock, there's no food downtown.
Yeah.
So with me pulling in around 12:30, we don't cross over. We're not stepping on any toes or anything like that. And you know, everyone's always happy to see a jumbo footlong hot dog for $5.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah,
well,
cheap eating. Thank you.
Congratulations on that, and a lot of hard work paying off there.
Oh, thank you.
Right on. All right, before we go, let's go to our out-of-town scoreboard. Let's see what everybody else is yelling. Look at this one. Wow, Owen Sound Attack, 6-1 started into the third period right now against Flint Firebirds. Really not a surprise. We thought maybe Flint might. We called them that thorn in the side sometimes. Yeah. Oshawa Generals over Kingston Frontenacs, 5-2. They've just started their third period.
They're pretty equal teams. I was expecting a closer game there.
For sure. And of course we're tied 2 apiece here right now. And Saginaw still 3-0 against Sioux Greyhounds. That's an interesting one for sure. You had mentioned too that Saginaw had beaten Sioux a little while back, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure the Sioux didn't see that coming.
No, blindsided. Oh, the eagle ate my dog.
There you go.
But yeah, no, it's, you know what? Saginaw's come in here and bit us a couple times too, and so has Flint. So any team in the OHL, I think, can put on a good fight any game and any night.
Any given day.
And I think it's just what you have to know if you're going to compete in any world of sport. At what level, it doesn't even matter. Any team can beat any other team, so as long as you give it your all.
Do you have any, you know, we're coming into the playoffs right now. Obviously, we love to see the Sting, you know, take all of that. I think they'll do fairly well, but moving past the playoffs, going into next year, do you have any, some people don't like to predict, but what do you see in the future of the Sting next year? Any thoughts on that?
You know what, I see the organization growing. I'm really hoping that the community will come in. It was a little flatter attendance-wise this year than what I thought it would have been for such a great team. If you got a top 10 team in Canada playing, and they stayed in the top 10 all year.
We were number 1 for a while.
Yeah, for 6 weeks. And I think just as a fan, and knowing, I mean, I know young athletes, of course, with the Imperials, and they just love to see the fans in the stands. That's all they want. They want to perform. So you know, it
helps create an atmosphere too, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's hockey, but there's a show aspect.
Yeah, there is. It's just, you know, you want to score that big goal. You score the big goal, comes the big celebration. The big celebration, the fans go nuts.
Yeah.
And then it recirculates itself, and that's what everybody looks for. Like the kids look for that as being the players, and the kids love having it. You know, you have the kids on the glass, and that, you know, that Jordan Kyrou scores the big goal, and he comes over and he jumps into the glass, into you, being that 8-year-old kid. You're never going to forget that ever in your life.
That's right.
And especially when you watch him in 5 years and he's still in the NHL, it's like, I remember him, and then now you're a cool teenager.
They're impactful on us.
Exactly. So, you know, and it's just, like I said, it just snowballs, and it just helps one another. And I'm just hoping the fans, you know, come out more next year and support a great product. The organization, they're being run very well, I think. Cicerelli's did a bang-up job when they were here, too. I just think people got a little down on the fact
Come out and appreciate what greatness we've got right here in Sarnia.
Appreciate what we have.
Yeah.
Like, you know, shine your apples when you have them.
That's right.
That's all.
All right. Jake Chersky, thanks so much again, buddy.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'll be down to Philly Cheesesteaks probably this week. My
Sounds
son's good. Jason been like, when are we going back to Jake's?
I know.
So we got to do that. All right, once again, tied 2 apiece right now. Kitchener Rangers wanting to I keep wanting to say New York Rangers. Kitchener Rangers with 23 shots on goal to our 22. It's not over yet. Coming out in the third period, we know the Sarnia Sting keep playing. They have a good opportunity here to send that message to the Rangers that they can be beaten by the Sarnia Sting. Follow us everywhere at TVSN World on all our social media, and we'll keep you updated throughout the third period. And remember, post-game, we will be live downstairs in the Players' Lounge with one of the coaches and players doing their live interview, hopefully with a positive outcome for the Sarnia Sting. Once again, broadcasting for the Video Show Network, and oh yes, and shout out to Jay Peckham. We do kind of miss you.
Miss you, Jay.
We'll have you back. I think I'm going to let you guys do one show together.
Actually, Jay's way thinner looking on this, so I'm just noticing I'm more of a snowman shape. So come back soon, Jay.
Here's Holly trying to show off.
Hey, Holly.
Broadcasting for the Video Show Network, I'm David. Oh no, you're not on there. It's facing us. We just had a dance. Woo, yeah! She was dancing for us. All right, broadcasting for the Video Show Network, I'm David Burrows. my good friend Jake Chersky from Philly Cheese Jakes. We will talk to you soon.